Okay, so hmm. mm, Okay, so this is for Gemini. So this is going to be the forecast for Gemini for the month of August. I'm going live because I find it easier so I can be more consistent with you guys. So this is going to be the forecast for Gemini. I do have as well, if you would like a private reading by me, I'll leave all those details in the description. You can book in my website. Of course, I also have an Etsy shop that you can look around as well. I also have a free psychic practice group where you can get a free reading from the group. So if you're interested in getting that, I'll leave all that information below. So this is going to be for Gemini in regards to August. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm picking up here for Gemini is that I feel like there's a little, like some sort of drama going on in the background, but at the same time, I also feel like there's a lot of like either someone's trying to really conquer you or something because I feel like there's a young male or a young woman who is trying to really get your attention. And the person could come off as very passionate and chaotic. And I feel like that really sparks your interest. I feel like they just have a lot to say or they just always have a story. But there's someone who's really trying to get your attention, so they can be very much inviting you places. They can be very communicative to you. Um, there's something like someone is really interested in you and they really want to conquer you. I also feel like it seems like even though there's also a lot of things going on in your life, I feel like you also been feeling very creative at the same time. And for the ones who have like kids or something, I feel like you've been feeling creative with your own kids, um, from what I'm seeing. Yet, like at the same time, it's like I feel a lot of stress because there's something in the background happening that has you a bit exhausted, feeling like also like worried and like you probably are in this mood of procrastination, even though you wouldn't call it that way. Maybe you're trying to call it something else instead of procrastination, or you're kind of like trying to make yourself feel better so you don't call it procrastination, but in reality, it is procrastination. So I'm picking up something like that. I feel like there's no good sleep right now as well because of daily tasks. And I also feel like you've been thinking as well a lot about certain bad habits. And that could be like, for example, like smoking a lot, or maybe consistently doing a routine of taking like Benadryl to go to sleep, or something like a habit that is not really good for you and you know it. So you've been thinking about it and you're trying to see what you can replace that habit, you're probably trying to change it or something. But yeah, like I feel like though that even though you're feeling this way, I feel like you still been feeling very confident. I feel like because lately just people just been truly trying to get at you, and I feel like that has your confidence very high. It has been making you feel very sexy, very like um, in tune with yourself and your sexuality. You even been feeling very spiritual too. There's a lot of sexual charge or sexual energy coming through. So I feel like there's a sense of optimistic feelings about your skills in that department. And I also feel like there's a push of trying to not dwell so much in the bad things that are happening. You're like, no, I'm gonna find a solution. Like you don't dwell on it for long, but at the same time, I feel like some of you guys are just like kind of like ignoring the bad news. Like, oh, like not even putting attention to it to the point of not even finding a solution. So I feel like these two conflicted feelings going on at once, you know? And I feel like it could be just a coping way. Like you're just coping with the stress in that way and it makes you feel better. Um, but I do see an abundance of sex appeal here and feeling very enthusiastic right now. At the same time, um, you're like in this mindset of like, I'm gonna achieve what I want to achieve. And I see assertiveness here. Um, and I also feel like some of you guys are using like, your sex appeal, your beauty right now in order to get what you want, like in order to get free things, you know? And yeah, I just feel like this has your confidence up. I also feel like a lot of you guys are like feeling artistic at home. Like you can feel drawn to drawing or painting, things that you've done in the past that were very creative. So you're very much in that mood and even wanting to be at home to do that, and express that. So I feel that, like you feel creative at home. You could even feel like you want to decorate your home new, or you want to do something new. Um, I also pick up here like there's new money coming in for you as well. So I see new money coming in. For me, that means like a new job or a new side hustle or someone giving you some sort of offer here that's gonna bring you money. It can be like a friend telling you, "Hey, I got a gig. You want to do it or not?" So yeah, that's what I'm picking up. So I see money coming in, and it's funny because you didn't even put no effort and really looking for it. I feel like you've been speaking to the universe about it and then it just comes to you instead of you stressing out about it. Um, I do see here too that you can be a little bit impulsive and unpredictable with certain people that you work with. You might feel like on edge with the how people are working or how they are treating you or how the system is in the work system. And there can be like a clashing with someone who's higher than you, like a manager, supervisor, or something like that. And if you are a manager, like clashing with someone, like, and letting your impulse speak instead of like, um, having self-control. So you need to be careful because you can regret it later, because this can make you in a position where you are like, you know what, like, fuck this job, I am out. So I feel like tension is just gonna build tension, um, and you might regret it later. So just be aware, think about it before you do something. I also feel like you've been having tension, so like either with the job or the work. So it's like you're at the same time, you already have jobs, you've been applying to other jobs or you've been seeking or like searching for other positions anyway. So you're kind of like in this like, you know what, I'm not stressed about it. Um, there seems like there's a submerge of pressure in your back. But yeah, you're holding everything together. I feel like this month feels very chill for you only because of your mindset, even though it can be a little bit not the healthiest and like kind of like just ignoring the negative stuff, like or just not really paying attention to it or not paying attention to due dates. Um And I feel like, temporary is going to be all chill and cool, but you have to think about the consequences in the future. You can't run away or just act like it's not there for so long. I do see like new job though. I see new money coming in for sure. I see creativity, bursts of creativity coming in regards to your home or wanting to stay at home in order to feed this creativity that you have within yourself. I even feel like for some of you guys could also be doing the same thing as I do. Like you guys could be tarot readers or something in the arts of divination or magic or anything like that. Because I feel a lot of witchy energy here, and some of you guys probably are thinking about sprinkling a little bit of that in your life for the month of August. So I feel like, your thoughts need to be in order. That's what I get. Like your thoughts need to be in order. Um, and like you can't run away or just ignore certain things and not expect nothing to happen. Like ignoring due dates or just like being okay, whatever. I feel like, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up for safety loss. Gemini, Gemini. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Five of Wands, and the last one is the Magician, 4 or 5 Magician. Okay, so you're definitely in this mode of making some sort of money. And you're also thinking about like how to save. You're probably thinking about how to save your money or thinking about like investments or what you're gonna do to expand your money or to save up your money. There's something like that. You're very much thinking about your financial life. Um, I also feel like a part of you wants to really isolate yourself so you can focus in your finances. You don't want to be bothered by others. It's like you kind of want to stay away from everyone so you can have a clearer vision of what you want in life and reality and what type of job you want. So your main focus is in your bag, how to make things happen. And and you want to prove yourself as well. There's something about wanting some sort of approval at the same time. Um it can mean like at your job, you want them to notice it, like you want to hear some sort of feedback. But with the Five of Wands, like with the Five of Wands, it really brings me back into you needing to be careful of getting with um, or having some sort of drama at work, like arguments or having this unfriendly behavior between you and others at work. So there can be some sort of weird hostile energy going on. Um, so there can be some sort of drama. And it's like you're kind of like you don't even care sort of thing. Like you probably are very much in your ego about something, But I also feel like the other side as well. Um, yeah, like you don't want to, you are stuck into what you think is correct. I also feel like for some of you guys could be like thinking about putting traps to your enemies and like by doing magic, just so you can get what you want. I feel like if you've been asking the universe for money, you will get it. And I see it coming. For August, you're gonna be hearing something about new money or a new job or money or a new gig or someone's gonna, it's like it's gonna come to you instead of you looking for it. So I do see that happening. But I also see like you feeling there's some sort of drama going on. Either your work setting or your colleagues, or you have some sort of weird tension going on there. And it might get confrontational or be passive, but there's some weird unfriendly energies going on there. So you need to be careful if you really want to be seen in that light, or how you want to be known in that job. I feel like for some, like I feel like you can be thinking very highly about yourself, like in a very highly way, like, oh, like I got this, I know I got this. Um, like way optimistic to the point that you blind yourself to the truth of the reality of it, you know? So you need to be careful with that. And because it can turn back and bite you. So just be aware of being way too optimistic that you detach from the reality of certain things or responsibilities, because then you're gonna have to fix those things. So, so yes, I see definitely money coming. Um, I also see, I also see though like drama happening, but I also see like an influence of magic going on here. And for those who don't practice magic, you might be just saying things like, "Oh, hopefully, you know, they leave and I don't leave," or things like that, or without needing to do all these things of magic, maybe you can be um like with like stating something with a lot of power and kind of like saying bad wishes for someone else, like saying, you know what, like hopefully they're the ones who get fired and everything could be calmer and everything. So I see that, to be honest, and I'm really honest in what I pick up, but I'm seeing that type of behavior or sayings. Let's see what the evil Isaac says. So Gemini, 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 Gemini. It's crazy because you could be doing some sort of like, I don't want someone to work here no more, or I don't want them to be here no more. And even though it's not the nicest, I see it happening. So the first card it says here, someone is doing spell work to stop you from traveling or moving ahead. The second one says someone has gone to a master practitioner for help with spell work. The third one says someone is working magic to take full ownership of what belongs to you. Okay, so I feel like with all these cards, there's definitely a power struggle going on with someone. Um, yeah, there's a power struggle going on. I use all my psychic abilities and what I pick up. So from what I'm seeing here is that I feel that there's a power struggle with someone. Someone that at first maybe you guys started off well, but now like the relationship is different. And now it's more like you you kind of are in this sort of game with them about who's is gonna be right, who's gonna be wrong, like that type of behavior, very hostile and friendly energy. I feel that for some of you guys, there can be for this month, I feel like there can be like car issues or vehicle issues. So make sure that you are making sure you're doing your oil change or whatever you need to do in order for your car to be healthy. Make sure you're not delaying that and you're actually fixing that. That's what I pick up with this one. Um, I feel though too, like for this one, I feel that there's bad wishes upon you. Someone's like that I said, remember that I said that, you could be thinking like, hopefully this person doesn't work here, or like you wishing like in your mind or saying bad things. We're all humans. Sometimes that happens. I feel like someone's also doing that to you. So you're getting that energy back as well. I don't feel like they went straight to practitioner. I mean, it can be. This is a collective reading, but I feel like just like you're kind of like saying like hopefully they fail or hopefully they leave or something like that, like they're doing the same thing to you. Um Someone is working magic to take full ownership to what belongs to you. So I feel like there's definitely with this crown, I feel like there's definitely power struggles and there's also like um someone doesn't really agree with how you do things or how you go about things. Um, and they're trying to really throw you down. So I feel like with all of this, that your main focus or what's really gonna happen for August for you is that you need to really, first of all, protect your energy. Second, I feel like you need to be realistic of being too optimistic to the point of like delaying or not doing what you're supposed to do, or just delay or just not kind of like not taking responsibility of the things that you should have been taking responsibility of. Like what I mentioned, like your car, like you're supposed to do that, but you've been delaying it. You just been like, oh, like in this bubble of everything's perfect and everything's fine, but a lot of things are not really fine. Like you need to go to do that before something happens. Um, for the wishing upon one another, like this energy keeps going back and forth between you and another person, like wishing bad to one another. I feel like in order to really free yourself from this is to close it and not just say it no more and just leave it to God, and doing like a prayer for your enemies instead, so the energy the back and forth energy can stop, because I see a lot of back and forth energy coming because of the high dislike that you both have, and it's not making it better. You both like you kind of getting stuck into this stubbornness of like, oh no, I'm right, like I know I'm right, or being stuck, like in this dynamic. You could set yourself free if you want to by just leaving it all to God and just doing a prayer for your enemies and praying for them so you can stop letting their presence really take a lot of space in your mind or take a lot of space in your nervous system and being all like tense up and angry and spiteful and like manipulative mentally, and kind of like block your blessings that you have. Okay. Someone is doing spell work to take your sleep from you. Yeah, I know you've been busy, so that makes sense. You're tired. You need to sleep, but I feel like there's some sort of it's like you sleep, but it's like the schedule is off. Someone wants to freeze you. They want to like, yeah, someone really wants to freeze you. The person that you're thinking about wants to freeze you. The person that you have some sort of tension with and you know them, they sort of want to freeze you so you don't have to catch up to their tracks or what they're doing behind your back. Someone is doing spell work and has no clue what they're doing. So harmless. So for some of you guys, there is spell work going on in the background. And for some of you guys, it's just that they're thinking the intention of like bad wishes is too strong. So protect yourself is definitely the key word. And don't ignore certain things that need to be seen. And I feel like yes, it's great to be optimistic, it really is, but to the point of losing touch with reality is a bit dangerous, okay? So that is what I'm picking up. That was really interesting. Let me know what's going on, on August for August. Let me know if this resonated in the comments. I'm really curious. But yeah, thank you.